Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, and welcome to day 4 of the Trials of the King Expert Difficulty walkthroughs, and today we are going to be going through Trial of Spirit, which seems to focus around champions that gain power, and also champions that drain power. So I want to start off this video by giving a massive shout out to Pixelmancer on Reddit, who's done this really wonderful infographic with kind of all the information for every single day, but we don't really know about day 7 Trial of the Infinite. That one's a little bit of a surprise there, but day 4, we can see some of the opponents here. Now we have Mordo, Scarlet Witch, Juggernaut, Hyperion Blade, Winter Soldier, both versions of Vision, Magic, and Hawkeye. So I think the absolute worst case scenario for this day is probably, because, you know, you're only fighting 3 opponents in this, is probably a Mordo, a Hyperion, and also a Magic. So yeah, you just got to be on the lookout there. And day 4, it looks like the hardest node is going to be Plagued Mind 2, which I think is the one that drains your power after like 20 seconds, or something along those lines. So anyway, let's jump into the expert difficulty on the main account. And I've brought champions today that I think, you know, going to be quite good at dealing with some of these opponents. We got a few power control champions here. Also got the Stark and Art Spider-Man for the Torn, and also Hulk Ragnarok in case there is a Magic in Keys. Ladies and gentlemen, my words are all over the place today, but we have rolled a Blade, a Juggernaut, and who is the final one? What is it? Vision, Age of Ultron. So yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Blade and also Vision should be quite easy to do. And also they have Prey on the Weak as well, which I don't remember reading, but gains a power whenever the opponent has a beneficial effect that expires. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. I'm not actually too sure how how potent that node is. I haven't seen too much of it, but hopefully, you know, we can maybe get a rough idea here. We'll go for the first matchup with Dr. Voodoo, just to see, you know, how powerful that node effect is there, and if it means that, you know, using buff champions is not really going to be the best idea for today, because we're going to see a bit of a spike in power as soon as the heal expires from Dr. Voodoo. So I think we're just gonna... Are we gonna wait that out? Let's actually get him just to a bit of a higher power threshold here. Right, we'll get him to 2 bars and see how much this pushes him up by. Okay, that really didn't seem to do anything when a beneficial effect expired. So yeah, that doesn't seem like a node you really need to worry about there. So let's go ahead and just get this blade down. Just need to ideally get him to his special 2, and then bait that, and then use a special 1. Because, yeah, you know, Blade is going to have the debuff resistance while he has some power. Alright, we got the double evade there. Let's go ahead, smack in, and that should be pretty good for the amount of poison that's going to be applied to him. Dr. Voodoo for the win, lads. For the win, taking it home. So yeah, that first matchup against Blade was not too bad at all. Could have been a little bit quicker, but, you know, we wanted to see the effect of potentially the Prey on the Weak node. However, it didn't really seem to do too much. Right, considering we've only got... probably going to need to pop another small energy refill. I probably should have just gone for a full one. But on the Juggernaut here, I think we'll go with the Magic. That's probably our best option. Just keep him in the corner and power locked. And this fight should be over relatively quickly. Just need to initially get up to that special 2, though. Got a nice little intercept there. Okay, we got the power drain. Can we get the stand-up intercept? Not quite, but Magic is just absolutely tearing up here already. Very nice fight. Yeah, I did forget about the power drain node, actually. We can't can't have it all the time. But still, the amount of power we're getting from Mystic Dispersion here should be pretty alright. I think it's just the AI, man. It's just so incredibly unpredictable. Don't know if it's coming for you or not. Right, quickly shorten combo there just to guarantee we can get off that special 2. Not too bad on taking this Juggernaut down. I feel like would Dr. Octopus have some good value? He'd have some very good value in today's quest if you have him. But I feel like all of these opponents that we have rolled in this one specifically, again, Scarlet Witch could have rolled through that Blade, rolled through the Juggernaut, and it's going to roll through the Vision as well. Scarlet Witch, a character that has, you know, got hit quite hard by the nerf bat in 12.0, but she is still pulling some very very consistent way in a lot of quests that seem to pop up. So yeah, I'm still a big Scarlet Witch fan, lads, especially on the free-to-play account, man. She's just been so helpful for getting a lot of stuff done. And if there was the option of having a 5-star Scarlet Witch at, like, dupe level 200, I'm telling you, lads, I reckon she'd be ranked up before a few Mystic characters. Right, let's go in with a 5 combo there, and I think a double medium. Oh, yeah, double medium's just going to do it. There we go. So, really, that was, I feel like that was maybe the easiest day that we've had so far. I mean, looking at all the power gain and power drain champions, I thought there was going to be a bit of a tough time, but yeah, rinsed that down fairly easily on that account, and we managed to also get the 5-star signature stone crystal on here, so that's pretty good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to jump over to the free-to-play account, so be right back. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now on the free-to-play account, so let's dive into expert difficulty. We're going to build our team up for this. I'm just trying to think. To be honest, we have all pretty decent options here. I kind of want to try and slot in the Hawkeye, just because Hawkeye has been one of my power drain MVPs on this account. So we're going to replace Iceman with Hawkeye. I mean, all of the characters and champions, they do bring something to the table. But, you know, I want to try and do one fight with Hawkeye, man. Show him a little bit of love, and let's see who we got on the free-to-play account. So, yeah, we got the other vision instead, the OG one, which I think is definitely harder to fight because of the unpredictable power gain. Winter Soldier, arguably a little bit easier than Blade. And then in the middle, we have Juggernaut, who is pretty much exactly the same. So I think against Winter Soldier, is Winter Soldier marked as a villain? He's not. Okay, we've played a lot of Blade recently, so maybe we'll go with a bit of Starkanaut Spider-Man here. Yeah, I don't really see the Winter Soldier bringing too much to the table in terms of difficulty and what we have to deal with. So yeah, we're just going to use the good old 4-star 440 Starkanaut Spider-Man just to get the job done. Right, get a nice swoosh evade on that. Ah, the auto evade. I think it took us a little bit too far back there. But we'll fire off the special too, just in time for the power drain as well to kick in. That timed in pretty perfectly there. But yeah, it's just a fairly bog standard Winter Soldier, to be honest. Like, overall, I'm finding once you get into these Trials of the King maps and you're familiar with the nodes, and if you've brought kind of the right team setup to deal with whatever it is, in comparison to the amount of like problems and challenges that were faced on a daily basis with the Modoc's Lab event, I think Trials of the King, man, it just doesn't really compare too much to Modoc's Lab. Because I remember, like, going on a daily basis in Modoc's Lab, sometimes you'd have a very easy run, but there were days that were just insane, man. You'd have, like, 4 or 5 of the absolute worst champions to fight. There'd be some crazy nodes, and sometimes you wouldn't get the best rolls. So yeah, I'm finding this one, overall, generally speaking, quite a bit more manageable. But let me know what you think in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Trials of the King versus Modoc's Lab. What has been your experience so far? Are you finding this one a little bit easier, a little bit more difficult, generally speaking? I don't really know how you can find this more difficult, unless you had the most crazy luck every single day. And I'm also a really big fan of the fact that it is, what is it, on a daily basis as opposed to a 8-hour basis. I think it makes it a lot more lax. But I'm very interested to see what kind of comes of Trial of the Infinite, because I feel like that's going to really step the challenge of these trials up. But we only have 2 more days, lads. 2 more days. And then we got the full cycle again. But 6 out of 7 days by the look of it. Actually, tomorrow. I reckon tomorrow is going to be the hardest of the 5 days. Because I think you have Bane and Mesmerize. And Mesmerize, if I am not incorrect, is the node that it is like... the node is essentially... your opponent gains like a 7% chance to evade, and then if they evade, it'll like stun you for a second or something. It's like the most BS clown Fiesta node, man. It's going to be a salty video tomorrow. So I'm glad that this one doesn't seem to be causing a huge amount of issues. I feel like something's a little bit off with my Scarlet Witch's damage, man. It seems a little bit low today. Maybe we just haven't really been getting the procs in this fight specifically. But I think for Well, I guess Hawkeye isn't really the... Let's use... We're probably going to use Hawkeye in the final fight, just for the super easy and convenient power drain. Oh, no! Thought I could get in, but there we go. This should be able to finish it off with a special 2 here. And Juggernaut is down. He's in the bin. Not too bad at all. So yeah, I'm pretty glad we haven't rolled kind of any Magics or Hyperions or Mordos. I think those are kind of the main things to plan around when you're thinking about which champions to bring to this. I think across, you know, both of the accounts, we've been, to a certain extent, relatively lucky today in terms of what has popped up. But also, Ghost Rider actually works. I really like I use Ghost Rider quite a lot in Map 6, and especially against OG Vision. He can be a very, very valuable asset. If you start off by getting kind of the Bleed Judgment, and then build up, you know, essentially to maximize the duration of the full power lock on the Special 3. That's how you attain quite a bit of value from a Ghost Rider in a matchup like Vision. But we are missing out on a lot of the damage benefit of Hawkeye's Bleed here. But the fact that his Special 1 has just such a powerful and consistent power drain is just making him a very, very effective option for this matchup. And Hawkeye, I find Hawkeye, like, once you get into the groove of him, man, he's just such a great character for learning how to do those recovery and wall intercepts. Can we get... Oh, that was such a clutch Special 1, man. Literally the microsecond where our power was about to be drained, we rung it back. We managed to get off that Special 1, and it felt friggin' great, lads. Just perfect control here. Come on, a very, very, very nice combo we have going here so far. And the secret with Vision is, especially OG Vision, because I think he's a little bit bugged at the moment, but even when he's not bugged, or if that's already been fixed, it's never really let him get over 1 bar of power unless you have a pretty quick solution to that. But there we go, 100 hits perfectly. Hawkeye puts that Vision in the bin, and let's see if we can get a Wakandan Ultimate Crystal for that triumph of a kill, man. That was it's pretty damn decent. We played so much better on the free-to-play account in comparison to the main one. Oh, I thought with an additional reward popping up there, we were gonna get it, but yeah, we again got the 5-star signature stone crystal on the free-to-play account, so that's 3 out of 4 in terms of the free-to-play account for those, and 2 out of 4 on the main account, but still no Wakandan Ultimate Crystal in sight. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this 4th day walkthrough for the Trials of the King. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to smash that like button. I also just again want to give a massive shout out to Reddit user Pixelmancer for this really, really awesome infographic. A link to it will be in the description of the video, so yeah, big up Pixelmancer for your hard work, really do appreciate it. But apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, take care, and have an absolutely fantastic day.